session management or session tracking. Yeah, we will discuss URL pattern as a common topic on Sundays and Sundays. First, let me finish session management or session tracking. Let me finish this discussion. Yes. So, as usually, we don't start as what is the topic directly. Yeah. See, was so many places this concept is required. Without touching this, your application development will not be completed. That much popular it is. Without touching session tracking and servlet communication, your day in the software company will not be completed. Your day in the software company will not be completed. Okay. So that much popular it is. That much popular it is, right? Fine. Let us focus on static form pages. Static form pages versus, yeah, what is session tracking, why session tracking required, all these things they will come. What is the definition of session tracking? All these things we will discuss. Okay. Static form page versus dynamic form page. Static form page versus dynamic form page. Yeah. The form page that comes because of .html file, because of .html file is called static form page. Yeah, listen. HTML is there to give static web pages. If that HTML is having form page, then it is called static form page. That is called static form page. Everyone getting my point there? Yes. Okay. Static form page. That means the form components, everything is fixed, nothing is dynamic. So that form page is called static form page, boss. Just a minute. Okay. The form page that has come that has come as the response given by as the response given by servlet component or JSP component. Servlet component or JSP component is called dynamic form page. Yeah, tell me here, servlet JSPs are giving dynamic web pages. If they are generating form page, definitely, okay, they are generating form page, definitely they are going to be what? Dynamic form pages, boss. That means which text box you want, which text box you don't want, everything can be decided dynamically. Everything can be decided what? Dynamically. What do you say? The form page that has come as the response given by servlet component or JSP component is called as dynamic form page, is literally solidly called as dynamic form page. Okay. For dynamic form page, For dynamic form page, we need to place form comma input tags, input and etc tags in pw dot println statements of what here pw dot println statements of pw dot println statements of servlet component. Sir, both are forms now. Where is the difference? Array the form component, captions of the com component, number of text boxes, number of form component, everything is fixed in HTML based form page. That's why it is called static form page. But here we can write some conditions, we can write some checkings. Based on that, we can decide a number of components in the form page. Based on that, we can decide a number of components in the form page. So such things are called as what? Dynamic form pages. Such things are called as what? Dynamic form pages. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Super. Now I will tell gathering multiple details from end user by using single static form page, always problematic. Okay, let us assume here we have details.html. What dot html? Details.html, which is a static form page. Here I am asking both the questions: person name, person father name, gender, person name, father name, gender. We are having address. We are having what? Person address. We are having what? Person address. We are having what? Person address. Come on. Next. Then I am asking some questions. Person marital status. Okay, here I will take it as marital status. This I will take it as marital status. Okay, name, person name, father name, marital status. Okay, this is what? Spouse name, number of children. Spouse means wife or husband name, number of children. But there is a chance of having not marriage also, right? So that's why I asked some more questions. When do you want to marry? When do you want to marry? This is one question. And why do you want to marry? Why do you want to marry? That question also have raised. Okay, here is one register button. What button? Register button. Yeah, don't worry, I will give such a convincing answer. If you use that answer, okay, in the during marriage time, girl will definitely run after you, our boy will definitely run after you. Okay, na? So just try to follow till the end. I will give the answer. If someone asks you why do you want to marry, what you should reply, I will tell. Okay, fine. Yeah, name here, father name here. This is marital status. Marital status. This is single. What is this? Single. Here is what? Married. One is single, one is what? Married. Next. One is single, one is what? Married. Spouse name. Spouse name. Next. One is what? Spouse name. One is spouse name. After that, mm, number of kids. Number of kids. Gender, leave it. Okay. Next, uh, when do you want to marry? When do you want to marry? Next, we have why do you want to marry? Okay, when do you want to marry? Why do you want to marry? Fine. What's the problem in this form here? Asking multiple details in single form page is always problematic. End user is forced to End user is forced to answer unrelevant questions. Suppose Raja father name is Samrao. Okay, he has taken what? Married. Is asking what? Spouse name, number of kids. But unnecessarily is forced to answer what? When do you want to marry? Why do you want to marry? Sorry, already has chosen what? Married. He has entered spouse name and number of kids. And what? If this question comes, he will be confused. He may think that, okay, people are asking about when you want to have second marriage, why do you want to have a second marriage? So you may understand in a wrong manner and the wrong profile will be created. Let us assume shadi.com only. Shadi.com only. Yes or no? Na? Okay, let us assume a girl is filling up this form. Girl is filling up the form. Rani, father name is Samrao, marital status single. Okay, asked spouse name. Asked spouse name. She will laugh and ignore. But next to question, number of kids. She will take very seriously and she will remove what is that? Chapel and she will what is that? Beat the owner of the website like anything. Come on. It's very sensitive question asking girl as what number of kids when she has selected single, right? Boy will get this kind of question, he will laugh, but girl will take very seriously. Yes or no? Na? Girl will take what very seriously. So that means somehow, okay, end user is forced to ask unrelevant question which are rendering wrong meaning, So that's why better not to gather multiple details from end user by using what? Okay, by using form page. Better not to gather multiple details from end user by using what? Single form page. Okay, because end user is forced to ask both what? Forced to answer, forced to go through both necessary and unnecessary question, relevant and irrelevant questions. Everyone understood the problem with the static form page here? So, okay. It is not recommended to gather all details from end user. All details from end user. Not a mandatory pass here, but if end user is dumb fellow, is not reading the things properly, is not understanding things properly, he is forced to read all the question and he started answering all the questions without using common sense, then problem will be raised or not there. Okay, all this, think in that perspective, to gather all details from end user using single static form page, because here the end user is forced to because here the end user is forced to here the end user is forced to answer both necessary and unnecessary questions. Necessary and unnecessary questions. Here the end user is forced to answer both necessary and what? Unnecessary questions. Necessary and what? Unnecessary questions. Okay, I'll go to what? 413 servlet need of session tracking. Right now I am teaching what here? Need of session tracking. What is the solution for this problem, sir? Okay, the solution for the problem is, tell me what is the solution is? Ask common questions through static form paste, but dynamic questions through dynamic form pages. Based on the data that is given in the static form page, make servlet component to generate the questions in second form page. Suppose if first form is having a marital status single, okay, ask only bachelor life questions. If you have chosen marital status what? Married. If you have chosen marital status what? Married. Ask only marriage related questions. Ask only marriage life related questions. Are you getting my point there? Ask only marriage life related questions. Okay, fine. So solution is ask ask common questions. Ask through common data through static form pages. Ask common data through static form page. Okay. Ask common data through static form page and ask okay varying data through dynamic form pages. Through what? Dynamic form pages. Ask varying data through dynamic form pages. Super. Varying data through dynamic form pages. Here is my browser window. Nice. Here is my browser window. That's fine. Here is my what? Input.html, which is nothing but form page. Input.html, which is nothing but form page. So initial question, name, father name, marital status. Okay, you can take a checkbox, but radio buttons are good because when you group radio buttons into single unit, it allows us to select one radio button at a time. 1 minute. Let me launch Eclipse parallelly. Name here. Father name here. Name here. Father name here. Here is my what? Marital status. Marital status. Here is my single. Here is my married. Here is my single. Here is my what? Married. Fine. So here I am taking continue. Here I am taking continue. Yes. Here we got the single. Here we got the single. As usually, this is my web server. Inside that web server, we have one web application. Inside that web server, we have one web application. Web server oblique application server. In this place, we are having Dynaform app, which is a web application. Yes, here we are having first servlet. Here we are having second servlet. Here we are having first servlet. Next we are having second servlet. Here we are having second servlet. First servlet and second servlet. Yes. Now here is my what? Raja. Here is my father name Rao. Selected single. In this place request. In this place what? Request. This is number one. This is number two. Yes. This will, based on the marital status, it will generate dynamic form, boss. Two versions of dynamic form. This is dynamic form version 1. This is dynamic form version 2. Dynamic form version 1, dynamic form version 2. Dynamic form, form 2, version 1. Dynamic form version 1. Yes. So there we are asking, when to marry. I'm writing Butler English question here. When to marry. There I am taking text box. There I am taking text box. Nice. Why to marry? Why to marry? There, one more text box. Here is my submit button. Here is my submit button. Here is submit button. When to marry? Okay, after getting job. Okay. Why to marry? I'm not giving actual answer. Continue till end. I will give correct answer. Just like that. This is not actual answer. I will give correct answer at the end of the batch. At the end of the today's class. I'm just what is the correct answer to answer, I will tell. Okay. Fine. So here we are asking spouse name. Spouse. Here we are asking spouse. Here we are asking what name your spouse name. Next. Here we are asking what spouse name. Number of kids. Number of kids. Here also one submit button. Dynaform 2, which is version 2. Dynaform 2, which is version 2. Number 1, 2. This is 3, which is 3. Response. Okay, this is response 1. This is request 1. Request 1. Number 2, response 1. Fine. Okay. Right. We click on submit button. Yes. Either this or that. Either this or that. Yes. Here is my request to. Here is what request to. Number 4. Here is what number 5. Here is what? Number 5. Yes. Number 5. This will generate the response in which we will display dynamic web page, which will display dynamic web page. What web page here? Dynamic web page. In this place, response to. In this place, response to. Everyone got the clarity? Now observe. If you select married, only this version will come, where spouse name and number of kids will be asked. If you select single, what happens? Only this version will be coming. There will be asking questions about bachelor life. There is no need of answering each other question. Tell me, common data we are asking through static form page. And dynamic data we are asking through dynamic form page. Did you realize that? Dynamic data we are asking through dynamic form pages. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Yes. Okay. Form 1 oblique request to one data. Form 1 oblique request to one data. Yeah, we'll try to display but won't come. Why it won't come, we will discuss later. I will try to display both forms data through second servlet. Will not come. Okay. But when I am trying to display form to oblique request to data, yes, we will get. What is that? After getting job, dot, dot, dot. Next, just like that. Next one is what? Just like that. Next one is what? Just like that. Next one is what? Just like that. Okay. Fine. I may provide one hyperlink home also. Yes. Home is the hyperlink. Everyone understood my point there? Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Yes. So this is one. Common data I'm asking through static form page. Varying data I'm asking through dynamic form page. So that what happened? End user will not have any problem. But here one issue is there here. While processing second request, if I am trying to use first request data and I'm trying to display the data, we are getting null values. Did you notice that? We are getting simply null values. We are simply getting what? Null values. Did you analyze that point or not there? So that is one drawback is there. But right now we are not worried about the problem. We'll worry about what? Dynamic form related advantages. The dynamic form related what? Advantages. Seriously, the dynamic form related what? Advantages. Everyone understood my point here or not there? Yes. Is that clear? Come on. Everyone comfortable with my statements here? Yes. Let's implement. Why this null is coming? If it is not servlet or JSP, how we can generate dynamic form raw worst fellow? Because either these two text boxes or these two text boxes should come. So definitely we have to take either servlet or JSP. No option. Definitely we have to use what? Either servlet or JSP. They only are having capability of generating dynamic content. They only having capability to generate what? Dynamic content. Everyone got it? Yes. Yeah. Why? Because every request will carry only its current request data. It cannot carry previous request data. So form 2 version 1 is sends what? Form 2 data only along with the request. Okay, along with the request. and that too I cannot pass the data also. I cannot pass the data because both are not using same request and response objects. So that's the reason here this problem is coming. Are overcoming that problem is nothing but, okay, overcoming that problem is nothing but session tracking. Okay, so right now you don't concentrate at why null is coming. Concentrate on what is the role of dynamic form. What is the role of dynamic form? So static forms are great because everything can be asked in a single one. But problem is there. Why problem is there? Because we are forced to ask unnecessary question for end user. To solve the problem, dynamic forms are coming. So here end user is happy because he need not to answer unrelated question. But one problem is there. Client data cannot be used across the multiple requests. What is the meaning of that? Okay, while processing second request, we cannot use first request data. While processing third request, we cannot use first and second request data. So that is biggest problem. That is what biggest problem. To solve those problems only, we have what session tracking techniques. So that means we want to work with the dynamic forms, but whatever problem is coming through dynamic form utilization, we will try to solve by using what one or other session tracking technique. We will try to solve by using one or other session tracking technique. Are you understanding my statement there or not there? I will highlight this point later. Today you don't worry about the null, just to enjoy the dynamic forms. I will talk much on this null discussion, why nulls are coming, why, how to solve the problem. Today you don't break your head on that, okay? Fine. So let's start the development of this application, boss. So Dynaform app. Dynaform app, Java resources, under Java resources, what folder? SRC folder. Under SRC folder, com.nt.servlet. com.nt.servlet. con.nt.servlet. First servlet.java. And we are having second servlet.java. We are having first, second servlet.java. In this place, web content. In this web content, we are having input.html. We are having input.html. In this place, we are having webinf. Under webinf, we are having web.xml. Under webinf, we are having web.xml. So this is the application I want to develop. This is the application that I want to develop. So please, I am requesting again, I will concentrate on this null part later. Right now, enjoy. Based on the marital status, form to content is changing. That's why it is called dynamic form. Both at a time will not come. If this comes, this will not come. If this comes, this will not come. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Super. So let's see now. 712, 712. Okay, 413 here. I hope everyone understood the plan here. First, I am telling the importance of dynamic forms. In that process, we are having one issue. What is that issue? While processing current request, we are not able to get the previous request data. So that means form data is not visible across the multiple requests. Form data is not visible across the multiple requests. Got it or not there? Yes. So to overcome that problem, we have to use session tracking. So right now, don't worry, I'm just focusing on what? Dynamic form generation. I'm just focusing only on what? Dynamic form generation. Yes. File close all. File what? Close all. Okay, let's start the development of the application. Here is my dynamic web project. Dynaform app. What app? Dynaform app. Say next. Say next. Web.xml. Say finish. Right. Right click new package. Right click new package. com.nt.servlet. com.nt.servlet. Fine. Yeah, first let me design this input.html. Let me design this input.html. Let me design this input.html. H1 style color colon red. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center. Okay. Dynamic form pages. Dynamic form pages. Dynamic form pages. Form action. First URL. Method is equal to post. Form action first URL method is equal to post. Okay. Table border is equal to 1. Array border I don't want to take, let it be. Okay. BZ color cyan. Table BZ color cyan. That's nice. Table BZ color cyan. TR open and closing. TR open and closing. There TD. There what? TD. TD open and close. Tell me. Person name. TD open and closing. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to tname. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to tname. So it will ask person name here. Okay, I will take p name only. P name. Name is equal to P name. Copy this, paste it. Person name, person, person father name. Okay, father name. There is no need of writing person father name, just father name. Okay, F name. Next, I want to ask marital status. What here? Marital status. Marital status. Is all these things, leave it, you practice on your own. Mainly this one, marital status. Input type is equal to radio. Input type is equal to radio. Input type is equal to radio. Tell me next one. Name is equal to, input type is equal to radio. Name is equal to MS. Value is equal to single. Value is equal to single. Here also single. Here also single. Some spaces. Here some spaces. Ampersand NBSP semicolon. Ampersand NBSP semicolon. Ampersand NBSP semicolon. Copy this, paste it. Here is my what? Married. Here is my married. Here also what is there? Married. Married. In this place we have what? Marital status. Person name, father name, marital status. Fine. Okay. Copy this. Say paste. Okay. I will try to take one submit button. I'll try to take one submit button here. TD call span is equal to 2. TD call span is equal to 2. Tell me. Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to register. Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to what? Register. I think better to have a continue. Yes. Continue. Continue. To give the feeling, yes, still some more process is there. Value is equal to continue. That's it. Everyone got it? Name and text box, father name and text box, marital status. What is this? Marital status. So there we are having two radio button. One is single, one is married. Fine. Next, TD call span to input type is equal to submit, value is equal to continue. That's it, boss. That's it. That's it. Okay, fine. So we are ready with what? Form page. We are ready with form page. Now, when I click on the submit button, where the request goes to? Array, I have not taken gender run Aina. I have taken only marital status. I really didn't understand why people are going mad like this. If you are interested to add a male, gender, age, add it. What is call span? It will merge two columns into single column because there have only one submit button. Mr. Nikhil, why are you running after male, gender, male, female? I'm just worried about taking marital status radio buttons. I'm asking those questions. If you want, you can ask what is there in that. Right now, I'm just worried about marital status. Based on that, I can decide second form. You want to gather more and more common data, you gather it. Address you gather, phone number you gather. I have any problem. I really didn't understand why people are running after that marital status. Fine. Sorry, gender. Okay. Hmm. Fine. Okay. I have a servlet here. I have what? Servlet here. This class name cannot be empty. Yeah. Why? New servlet. Okay. New servlet. What is the name of the servlet? First servlet. First servlet. What's the URL pattern I want to take? First URL. Say next. Do get do post. Do get do post. Okay. We'll configure input.html as welcome file. One work will be completed. Here we try to configure this one as input.html as the welcome file. We try to configure input.html as welcome. Yes. What is that? You look very tired today, sir. Who said Rababu? Oh, okay. Fine. Concentrate on subject, Ra, waste fellow. You can. Uh, so input.html. Here we are ready. Everyone active? Tell me responsibilities in first servlet. Read request one oblique form one data. In that one, you will get marital status. If marital status is what? Single. Generate dynamic form by writing form and input tags in pw.println related to bachelor life. Now, if not single, if it is married, generate same form to asking questions related to what? Marriage life. Asking questions related to what? Marriage life. Everyone got it? Everyone got it or not? This very simple work here. So let's start the development of the first servlet. Yeah, some basic template will come. Just to delete that and set right as well. Same thing can be done through JavaScript or not. How you can do through JavaScript? Tell me. Tell me, sir, how you want to do through JavaScript? You got an idea, na? Tell me how you want to do. Conditions. Conditions. Forms will come dynamically in JavaScript. First of all, tell me. When first form submitted, where the control comes? Control comes to servlet. Then how JavaScript comes into picture? Form submission is then done by JavaScript. Form submission is done by servlet. I really didn't understand where you keep the brain before thinking. Then who is responsible to generate second form dynamically? Servlet or JavaScript? Tell me, my dear, servlet. How JavaScript is responsible? How JavaScript is responsible? JavaScript right now we learn only for what? Form validations. It's not validation, na? It is generation of second form dynamically. When that second form is submitted, it should go to second servlet. So we need a complete form, not just one text box. Complete proper form with form, action, and method attributes. So definitely we have to think about going for what? Servlet or JSP. Right now we are no servlet. That's why we are dealing with servlet. So think about JavaScript towards validations. Maybe if you are not using servlet, JSP, You move to Node.js, React.js. Come on. Then that they are alternate to Servlet.js. Yes, you may do that. But if it's a normal JavaScript, sorry, you cannot do it by using normal JavaScript. You may. Can we click on single show only, single relative questions? What do you mean? That's what I'm trying to say, na. When you click, when you click on single, you will get single related questions. Okay. So here we are using what? Public. Yes. Here we are using what? Public. Fine. Get print writer. Get print writer. Print writer PW is equal to null. Get print writer PW is equal to null. PW is equal to res dot get writer. Set response content type. Res dot set content type text slash HTML. Text slash HTML. Tell me. Read form 1 oblique request 1 data. Read form 1 oblique request 1 data. I'm asking to read form 1 oblique request 1 data. Fine. Here is my person name. Here is my what? Father name. Here is my marital status. Here is my marital status. Fine. Okay. Yes. Input.html. P name, F name, MS. Okay. I can take same names also, different names. P name is equal to null. F name is equal to null. MS is equal to null. MS is equal to null. Tell me here, what is this? P name is equal to request dot get parameter of P name. F name is equal to request dot get parameter of F name. MS is equal to request dot get parameter of MS. P name here, father name here, MS here. Okay, fine. Generate dynamic form page. Generate dynamic form page based on marital status. Based on marital status. If MS equals ignore case. MS equals ignore case. If MS equals ignore case, single. MS equals ignore case, single. If MS equals ignore case, single. Okay. If MS equals ignore case, single. If it is a single, then what is this? pw.println h1 style. What is this? Color colon red. Text hyphen align. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen what? Align center. Single na? Okay. Provide bachelor life related questions. Provide bachelor life related data. Bachelor life related data. Nice. Bachelor life related data. pw.println form action is equal to second URL method is equal to post. Action is equal to second URL method is equal to post. Method is equal to post. Yes. pw.println table. pw.println table. Once again, bz color. pw.println table bz color orange. bz color orange. Align is equal to center. Align is equal to center. Fine. Okay. Align is equal to center. Next, pw.println. pw.println. What is this? tr, td, tr, td. Yeah, we can use Bootstrap, no problem. It's your choice. You can use CSS, you can use Bootstrap, everything you can use. You should know how to use. That's it. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to, I cannot give fixed name. Why? It may be related to bachelor life, it may be related to marital type. That's why I'm giving generic name for this box. F2T1, form 2 text box 1, form 2 text box 1, close TD, form 2 text box 1, close TD. Copy this, paste it. Waitra, worst fellow. I want to have two rows, two columns, right? Input type is equal to, first of all, right. I have to ask first question, wait. One more TD then. One more TD here. One more TD here. What is this? When do you want to marry? When do you want to marry? Close TD. Another TD. Fine. Close TR. Close TR. That's it. When do you want to marry? Fine. One row, two cells. Fine. That's it. Say paste. TRTD. Why do you want to marry? Input type is equal to text, name is equal to F2T2. What is that? F2T2. Nice. Then tell me here what is this? pw.println table. pw.println table. Okay, fine. That's it. pw.println table and end of the form tag. pw.println close form. pw.println close form. Else. You can write all println in one HTML and provide URL here. That can also work now. Sir, I want to change content. What is the use of, if you don't, after listening entire class, my number of text boxes may increase, decrease. Come on, think on that. Based on the data that is supplied, some question marks will increase, some text boxes will increase, decrease. Come on. Think in that angle. PW dot println. Again, if you put everything in what one form pay, one HTML page providing like indirectly it is a static only, na? Indirectly that is static only. Then what is need of going for dynamic forms? Someone is asking me, sir, I don't write all the things in pw.println. Here I will provide one hyperlink. If you click on hyperlink, that form will come. Again, static only. What is the use of going for that? We want dynamic based on this condition, based on sub conditions. I want to miss some text boxes. I want to add some text boxes. I want the dynamism. TR, TD, call span is equal to 2. Call span is equal to 2. Tell me here. Input type is equal to submit. Value is equal to submit. Value is equal to submit. Close TD, close TR. Close TD, close TR. That's nice. Close TD, close TR. Okay, fine. I think you got an idea now. What's happening? One dynamic form is coming, right? Yes. Here one dynamic form is coming. Okay, fine. Copy this, paste it. Version 2 of the form. Provide marriage life related data. What data here? Marriage life related data. Marriage life related data. Second URL. Okay, post. So background, I don't want to get in orange. I want to get background in what? I want to get background in what? Green. Come on. Any other color? Light color? Okay, pink. Fine. Pink. Right. Here the question is spouse name. Here the question is number of children. Number of children. Okay. 2 input type is equal to submit, value is equal to submit. Done. Okay. Array, that is for that only we are going to learn session tracking, worst fellow, or Mr. Arjun. With the dynamic form, some problems are there. So to overcome that problems only, we are going to learn, okay, we are going to learn session tracking. And if you cannot control your excitement, go to washroom. Why are you showing here? Okay. Are you getting my point there? Are you getting my point there? Simple theory. With when you go for a static dynamic combination to collect the data, we cannot use client data or end user data across the multiple requests. That means we cannot use one form data while processing another form. While processing request 2, we cannot use request 1. To overcome that problem only, we have to go for session tracking. We have to go for session tracking. Come on. How to display previous form data common info as part as form format on servlet page. As form format on servlet page. For that one only, first you have to get the data to display. That is a problem. We cannot get the data across the multiple requests. So first if you get the data, you can display in the whatever the form you want. Okay. I don't know where people keep the head while listening classes. Close stream. PW dot close. Close stream. PW dot close. Once work is done, close the stream. Okay, fine. Right. So because of this, Servlet generated, servlet is now generating form, boss. Servlet is now generating form. So form 2 will come. Form 2 will come. And when form 2 is submitted, request goes to second servlet. Tell me what is the responsibility in second servlet here? Nothing is there. Try to read form 1 oblique request 1 data. Anyhow, we will fail, we will get the null value. Try to read form 2 oblique request 2 data and display them as dynamic web page content. Anyhow, we will get a problem to explain, to understand this reason behind this problem only. We have to go for what? Session tracking. I will come to that. For the first of all, let me develop the second servlet. Second servlet actually should use both forms data together to do some other registration work. But it is not getting first form data while processing second form. So that's the reason problem is there. In order to overcome this problem only, we have to go for what? Session tracking. So right now in this example, we are showing advantage of dynamic form and we are showing disadvantage of dynamic form. Both I am trying to show. Advantage is, okay, questions can be varied based on the common data that is supplied. Disadvantage is what? For end user supplying is data across the multiple requests, across the multiple forms, and we cannot reuse the data across the multiple requests. Is that clear from my side? Yes. Here is my what servlet here? Second servlet. Say next. Here is my what URL? Second URL. Here is my what URL? Second URL. Finish. Public void do get. Public void do post. Request to comma response. Here is my request. Here is my response. Here is my request. Here is my response. Here is my request. Here is my response. Fine, boss. Here is my request. Here is my response. Cool. So here is my doGet method having request response, and doGet is called from doPost method. Fine. Get print writer. What here? Get print writer. Print writer PW is equal to null. Yes. PW is equal to res dot get writer. Res dot set content type text slash HTML. Set content type text slash HTML. Read form 1 oblique request 1 data. String fname is pname is equal to null. Fname is equal to null. String pname is equal to null. Fname is equal to null. ms is equal to null. Fine. Pname is equal to request dot get parameter of pname. That's it. Fname is equal to request dot get parameter of fname. Request dot get parameter of fname. So pname is equal to request dot get parameter of pname. Fname is equal to request dot get parameter of fname. ms is equal to request dot get parameter of ms. Request dot get parameter of ms. Everyone understood my point there or not there? Super. Here is my pname. Here is my fname. Here is my what? ms. Okay, right. Read form 2 oblique request to data. Form to oblique request to data. Yes. Here, second form is asking. So there's no fixed one. That's why I'm taking F2 val 1, fam2 val 1 is equal to null. F2 val 2 is equal to null. F2 val 2 is equal to null. Yes, F2 val 1 is equal to request dot get parameter of F2 T1. F2 T1. F2 val 2 is equal to request dot get parameter of F2 T2. Okay, F2 T2. Read form 2 oblique request to data. Read form 1 oblique request 1 data. Everyone comfortable with me or not there? Yes. This is my form 1 oblique request 1 data. This is my what? Form 2 oblique request to data. Cool. So display dynamic web page. What web page? Display dynamic web page having both form 1 oblique request 1 data. Next, form 2 oblique request 2 data. pw.println br form 1 oblique request 1 data. Form 1 oblique request 1 data. pname dot fname dot fname dot ms. pname dot fname dot ms. pw.println h1 style is equal to color red text hyphen align center. Okay, what is that? Result page h1. Result page h1. Form 1 oblique request 1 data pname dot fname dot ms. Okay. Next, copy this, paste it. Form 2 oblique request to data. Form 2 oblique request to data. Fine. Form 2 oblique request to data. F2 val 1 dot F2 val 2. Nice. F2 val 1 dot F2 val 2. That's it. So I'm just trying to display it. Add hyperlink. What here? Add hyperlink. Hey, regular one, are you active? pw.println br ahref input.html home end of the anchor tag. Okay, close stream. pw.close. Array, we are working with the session attribute comes under session tracking only. Okay, to solve this problem, there are many ways. Every way is having its own approach of solving the problem. First, concentrate on advantages and disadvantages of dynamic form. Advantages, varying data can be gathered from end user. Disadvantages, more dynamic form pages, more servlets, more requests to collect the data from end user. So, but problem is no current request can get previous request data. Any current request cannot get previous request data. Everyone got the point there or not there? Yes. Okay, fine. Nice. Dynaform app run on server. Dynaform app run on server. Say next. Remove all. Finish. Okay. Remove all. Finish. Okay. We will see. Okay. Dynamic form page. Okay. Personal details. What is that? Person name, age, marital status. 1 minute. I think I have to take one thing as a selected checked one. One thing as what checked one. Anyhow, I have to modify here. Checked. I think it is a standalone attribute. Attribute presents itself sufficient. Save it. Project clean. Dynamic form. Stop the server once. Right click. Run on server. Say next. Say finish. Yes. Person name. What is that? Person name. Raja. Father name. F Raja. Raja father. Na, that's why. Arey, what happened here? Single is by default there. So I am selecting married. Click on continue. See, provide marriage life related details. Marriage life related details. Only marriage life related details only it is asking. Did you notice that? Yes. Spouse name Rani. Number of children 7. Number of children 7. Okay, fine. Okay. Click on what button? Submit button. Click on submit button. Yes. Result page is coming. First page data null. ऐसा no na. First page data is what? Null. So that means it is not able to, it is not allowing us to use client data across the multiple requests. Did you notice that or not there? Home. You take another one. Kiran. Father name Rao. Okay, single. When do you want to marry? Why do you want to marry? When do you want to marry? Okay, after getting job. After getting job. Why do you want to marry? Give this answer. Give this answer to get permanent friend in life. Permanent friend in life. Opposite person will say, oh, this fellow is having great attitude. Okay. And she will tell to for parents, I need only this guy, not other boy. Not other boy. Yes. Yes or no, na? To get permanent friend in life. So click on what? Submit. Click on what? Submit. Null. Okay, after getting job to get permanent friend in life. Okay, fine. To get what? Permanent friend in mind. I hope you got a clarity there or not there. Fine. But observe here, still we are not using getting farm data. Okay, still we are not getting farm 1 data. Sorry, understanding my point there. Fine, boss. So this is advantage of dynamic form, disadvantage of dynamic form. So now let's go further. First of all, we'll try to understand what is a session. What is a session? If everyone submit like this, then they will know this fellow student of Natras sir. Arey, you are missing one common sense. Yeah? Why all students will go to same girl or same boy? Forest fellow. You are missing your logical thinking, man. Why all students will tell same answer? Why all students will go to same girl? Same girl. First of all, tell me that. You and your common sense less thinking. Do you think in this current generation also Swayamvar is happening? Swayamvar is happening. All boys will go for only one girl, and all boys will give same answer. Waste fellow of India. You and your mindset. They will think you are student of Natras, sir. Bapre. Hmm. Fine. That's the reason people are not getting jobs as freshers because logical thinking is missing. First, improve that logical thinking. Waste fellow. And moreover, anyhow, this conversion is one-to-one conversion between boy and girl. Yes, na? This is what between one-to-one conversion between boy and girl. So why you are bothered whether others you have used same answer or not? Our girl will tell her, our boy will tell her, all people are giving same answer, all are good people. No, they have other parameters also to consider you. Not only this, na, this is only added advantage. That's it. Basically, they will see your profile is good or not, your character is good or not. Rust fellow. Right. Fine. Go and sit in C language. Rust fellow. Okay. Right. What is this? Come back. Come back. What is session? What is session? My answer is just added advantage. Because of that only you won't get the job. You won't get the boy or girl. Your answer is just added advantage. Basically, they will check whether you settled or not, your salary is good or not. So many parameters. This will be last parameter. Fine. Shall we get into the discussions now? What is session? Listen. Set of continuous and related operation that are performed between browser and web application, client and web application is called session. Session. Login to log out in Gmail is one session. After login, we do lot of continuous and related operation. At the end, we say log out. So all these activities are called one session. Start of today's class to end of today's class is also one session. Is also one session. Are you understanding my point there? So today I started session. I started doing a lot of relevant things. I'm teaching, scolding, getting answers from you. Okay, asking to stay alert. Okay, you are asking questions. I am replying. All these are what set of continuous and related operation that happen between you and me. So that is one session. So start of class to end of class on any day is one session. Log in to log out of Facebook, one session. Okay, now listen. So what is session? Okay, the set of continuous and related operations performed between client, nothing but browser, and web application, between a client and web application is called is called a session. Is called a session. Example: log in to log out. Example: let anything in net banking also we do logging and log out. ATM pin, ATM card swiping to okay, wiping to exiting from ATM machine, exiting from ATM machine. Start of class to end of class on a particular day. On a particular day. Come on. Right. So these are called session, boss. Now listen carefully. What is a stateless web application? Stateless web application. And you know, by default, every web application is stateless. In a session, if web application is able to remember client data across the multiple requests, if web application is able to remember client data across the multiple requests, then that is called stateful web application. Not able to remember, then it is called stateless web application. In a session, if web application is able to remember client data across the multiple requests, stateful. Not able to remember, stateless. What do you mean by stateless behavior? While processing current request, if you are able to use previous request data, stateless behavior. Sorry, not able to use means stateless. Able to use means stateful. While processing request 3, we are not able to use request 1 and request 2 data. Stateless. We are able to use stateful. By default, every web application is what? Stateless web application. By default, every web application is stateless web application. Come on, come on. What is this? During a session, if the web application is able to remember client data across the multiple request, is not able to remember client data across the multiple requests, then it is called stateless web application. That means while processing current request, we cannot use previous request data. That means while processing request 3, we cannot use request 1 comma request 2 data. Request 1 comma request 2 data. Yes, copy this. What is a stateful web application? And more importantly, our above web application is stateless web application here. Why every web application is stateless, I will talk later. By default, every web application is a stateless web application. What web application here? Stateless web application. Everyone got the point there or not there? So let's concentrate on what is a stateful web application. What is a stateful web application? During a session, if the web application is able to remember client data across the multiple requests, then it is called stateful web application. What application here? stateful web application. That means while processing current request, we can use previous request data. That means while processing request 3, we can use request 1 and request 2 data. Request 1, request 2 data. Okay. To make any stateless web application as stateful web application. Stateful web application. We need session tracking support. We need session tracking support. Sir, what is need of stateful behavior? You take Naukri.com registration. They will ask your details in 3 forms here. After until third form data comes, if we cannot remember first 2 forms data, as part of registration, only third form data will be inserted. Inserting only third form data is a good practice or bad practice? Inserting only third form data is a good practice or bad practice? Bad practice. Come on, my dears. Definitely what? Bad practice. What do you say, yaar? Come on, bad practice. So that means until third form data comes, you have to remember remaining 2 forms data are not there. So definitely stateful behavior is required or not required, right? During login, I will give username, password. Until I say logout, I open inbox, I send a mail, I read mail, I'll delete mail, I'll forward mail, I will what? Keep the mail in trash can. For all these activities, definitely username password is required. So if web application is not remembering given username password during login until logout, who will give username password every time, boss? Who will give username password every time? While composing mail, separate time username password. While reading mail, username password. You will get irritation or not there. So we want to see our web application as stateful web application or stateless web application. For example, they designed gmail.com as a stateless web application. For example, think like that. Okay. During login, you have given username password. You clicked on inbox. Again, you have to submit username password. You clicked on one email of inbox. Again, you have to submit username and password. You decided to delete the mail. Again, you have to submit your username password. You will get irritation or not? You will get irritation to submit username password for those many times. Say something, my dear. Come on. Definitely you will get irritation to submit username password those many times. Right now, Gmail is stateful web application. It has become stateful because it is using one or other session tracking technique. That's a different story. Okay. So that's why how many times you are submitting username? Only one time during login. That username password, it is internally opening while opening inbox. It is internally using while reading each mail. It is internally using while deleting each mail. Internally using while composing mail. Internally using while forwarding mail. And once I say sign out, it is forgetting. It is not remembering forever also. It is remembering between login to logout. Once I say sign out or logout, it is forgetting. Come on. So that means what? By default, not only Java, every technology web applications are stateless. To make them stateful, we have to use session tracking support. Why web application is stateless by default? That analyzation I will explain later. For the timing, you confirm to your brain, by default, every web application is stateless. In order to make them as stateful, we have to use one or other session tracking technique. Everyone convinced with me? Come on. That means already Gmail, Facebook people are using one or other session tracking technique. That's the reason they are behaving like what? Stateful web application. Right now it is showing stateless behavior. Here not only dynamic forms we are showing, it is also showing what? Stateless behavior of the application, web application. Stateless behavior of the web application. So that's the reason request one data is able to use only in first servlet. Is cannot be used in second servlet. Why second servlet is getting request to? So that means we cannot use client data across the multiple requests because by default web application is stateless. Why, sir? Actually, protocol HTTP is designed as stateless. What made them to design protocol HTTP as stateless? That I will try to convince in tomorrow's class. So, but stateless behavior is not going to work out for us. Not at all going to work out for us. You take Naukri.com registration. We will give your information in three forms. That means three by generating three requests. Okay, until third request data comes, remaining two request data should be remembered. Until third form data comes, remaining two forms data should be remembered. So possible only when web application is stateful. In Gmail also, Facebook also. Come on. Arey, why are you bringing struts? Worst fellow. Did I talk about struts? This is the problem with half knowledge fellows. This is the problem with half knowledge fellows. Nawaz, where is struts now? Where is struts now? Why are you thinking about struts? Wah, dirty drainage batch here, muddy eaters. The two struts, see what kind of updated knowledge they are having. Are in struts and Spring MVC also we should do session tracking explicitly, waste fellows. We explicitly do session tracking. Okay. Is it possible to show second form in the same web page? Yes, possible, but you have to use Ajax. Okay, Ajax we have to use. Okay, boss. Right, come back. So what is need of why web application is stateless, why protocol HTTP is designed like that, I will analyze tomorrow. But stateless behavior is not okay for us. In every situation we need stateful behavior. So by default web application is stateless. So because of stateless problems are there, so we need to use one or other session tracking technique to make the web application as what? Stateful. To simply make the web application as what? Stateful. Everyone got the clarity there or not there? Yes. So I'm winding up the session. Tomorrow when we meet, okay, we will discuss what is why protocol HTTP is given as stateless, what is the reason behind what stateless behavior of web application, and what is session tracking techniques, how each technique works, how each technique solves our what stateless behavior of the web application, how does it makes it as a stateful behavior. Right. So lot of discussions are there. Don't miss initial applications because then only you will enjoy session tracking. I hope everyone settled need of session tracking. Everyone understood the need of session tracking. People think that session tracking is very complex subject. Not at all. If you learn in a proper way, it is very interesting. People say servlet communication also complex because they don't know how to teach or they don't